Okay, folks, we're back at it once again with some Pokemon Auto Chess. You can see from my ELO once we get in here, I've been playing and studying a lot about how to play this game in the background. Oh man, I didn't even know how bad I was. Didn't even know how bad I was. Oh, I was something terrible. But now you know what? Now I understand. Now I have an understanding of many different things. I've been watching a ton of videos. I've been looking at Electric Eli's channel, been following that dude. Oh man. Yeah, it's mattered. It has mattered a lot. I've gotten better. My ELO doesn't reflect it, but I've also been achievement farming, so I haven't been playing every game quite as seriously, but I should be. I should be. Either way, though, discovering a lot, discovering that the game is not balanced. There are certain things that are objectively just better. There are certain things that are more consistent, even if they don't usually top one. Learning a lot, and I am here to impart that beautiful bit of knowledge into you folks on the bar. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't been present and accounted for recently, that is for simple reasons. I had like most important examinations of my life going on. You know what? We're gonna go ground. Ground is absolutely cancer, like crabs, and we like crabs. We absolutely like crabs on the stream, so we get some crabs here. Now here's the question: we got the Eevee portal. What else do we have here? We got ground, we got human shape, we got artificial. I think we start off with a rock ground core, and then maybe we pump points into artificial too. I've learned that you can be a lot more aggressive with early buying. I've learned about different synergies that work better. I've learned about what mon types are crazy good and what mon types are crazy not good. Dude, I have done so much learning. Alright, right off the bat, we got two defensive item cores right now. We got the seed and the scale, right? And we're doing this at scale at the moment. This is another Rockmon, or we could go ground or artificial. You know what? I'm going to buy all of these and keep my options open for now. We do want to maybe get ground digging happening, though, immediately. So I will go ahead and do this so that we start digging just in case. It's never bad to have a couple of holes dug. That's what I've learned. Now, we have some options here. We could go for the Rocky Helmet immediately, and as a matter of fact, it doesn't help us win early, but it helps us win later. I'm going to go ahead and make that immediately. Looks like it's favoring ground at the moment. You know what? I'm going to be aggressive early. I'm going to do a buy-in, and I'm just going to let us dig. Let us dig. I know we are losing out on some synergies by doing it this way, but early digging is going to be very, very helpful. Not advisable, but helpful. So you know what? We're going to meme it up. Now, we got Spoon off the bat. I'm learning that some mons that do a lot of physical damage, but if they've got a big hit for the ability damage, I can go ahead and throw Soul Dew on them. And that's not bad. Like, a lot of fighting types actually do like to run Soul Dew. Okay, we got an egg. Egbert, who are you? Are you the answer to all of our dreams? Will you become the one, Egbert? Are you the chosen one? You are a Snivy, which is grass, and... no, it's Trico that's grass monster. What are you? I don't know. I do not know what you are. We probably don't win this, but we got partially dug holes already, and Mammo is just good early. Good old Swine Up becoming Mammo Swine eventually. There's a possibility that we survive this and win. Let's see who we're up against. Up against the Scrovile dude. He's got evolved mons off the bat. We ain't winning that, but that's okay. I wasn't super caring about winning this particular initial fight. We don't even have our items set up yet. Question is, do I start slamming items onto people? I don't really got anything that can make Mamoswine dangerous yet. Could get ability damage, could get the Soul Dew right off the bat. You know what? Securing the Soul Dew's not bad. But if I get this, then I get our defensive core on lock. Now the question is, which Pokemon's our defensive core? And you know what? I think it is probably going to end up being Mamoswine for our defensive core mon, at least at the moment. We got digging happening with a vengeance. And then, man, I don't even know. What do I even want to do here? I think I just let it ride. I'm okay with taking a loss or two early. Okay with taking a couple of these if I gotta. Aggressively pushing for the next level because I really want to dig fast. Okay, they got Eevee Portal. They're doing Eevee things. We'll see what's happening. Hopefully the Jolteon begins switching targets. It does. Didn't quite get enough to deal with all this though. But yeah, Big Pig definitely buys us time. We just need a rear carry to be able to do something with it. Reveroom does kind of fit the bill. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, we get Big Mamosha off the bat. Do want that. I guess rear line Clink is okay for what we're doing here. And then we'll keep digging. We'll just keep digging this front line out as we go. And then somebody will get drafted. Reveroom, that gives us the artificial. And we got Magmarizer. Not exactly what you want to see on a ground-based build. So maybe we just switch to full artificial, right? We could pivot. We don't have to lock ourselves in the ground. Even though the Big Pig is definitely one of my favorite units there. Big Pig is not 100% necessary. Yeah. They built very strong early. We'll see what happens. Maybe Pig gets switched up. Maybe we go full Steel Artificial. Like, Steel Artificial Electric is definitely a thing. And we do have the Magmarizer, right? Or the Electrizer, right? That's another ground mon. We can enhance the synergy. Swap you out. That actually appears to be a fully dug hole, though. So we'll put you over here. Yeah, this I can kind of live with. This I can absolutely kind of do. Question is, what do we do with this Snivy just hanging out? And also, do we even need the Cranidos for anything? I don't think it helps us having it. So, you know, we keep it for cash sake. Maybe we need a Fillermon. Maybe we get some fossils working, but most likely not gonna happen. So instead, we'll just rock this the way it is. Okay, Big Pig doing good stuff. Front lining. Shutting down the Sliggoo. Yo, Sliggoo's so tanky in the main games, and here it is just, it feels frail. I've tried the mainline Sliggoo, but unless you get Goodra, you're not getting anything. This is a halfway decent artificial ground ghost. Very interesting. We get rid of this. What would it take for us to be able to get this thing in play? Right now, we can't really, I mean, we could do this and move that out in order to get ground, artificial 3, and steel 2. Yeah, also we need to be digging, so let's move everything over just a little bit. Keep on digging, boyos, keep on digging. Get this front line dug out so that I can have maybe something in the back line working later. Yeah, get those front line digs in. Get your digs in. Alright, Clank is doing work in the background. We did get Charcoal. As far as I know, this isn't really going to help us, right? That's just Pokenomicon. If we got a Blue Orb, we can make Pokenomicon do something for us. Yeah, he's got big damage if he was able to peel through Big Pig like that. Ah, poor Pumbaa there. When he was a young Warthog, we just don't have the damage yet to cleave through anything. You are Grass Field. If we were going for Field, that'd be great. It's a PvE turn, so we're not rolling for anything right now. Still in artificial ground. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is done digging. This is a PvE round, so there shouldn't be any harm in moving it over. It's very late. I have church in the morning. I'm dealing with a person that thinks he's married to me. Ah, sorry to hear that, Demon Girl. But welcome to the stream. I know it's late. Yo, I apologize for being gone for so long. I had a freaking exam. It was humongous, but I am officially EPA certified. Environmental Protection Agency now recognize me as a competent person. 92% on that exam there. I am very, very proud of the amount of work that I put into that. Okay, we got double electric steel. That's ours right there. Give it to me. Don't take it from me. Yo, I was watching a video earlier of a dude that was trying to play a fighting team. And oh my gosh. This dude playing, I forget, like Capito or something, playing with the Corfish avatar, comes and swoops in and just smacks our brother right into, yo, Great Tusk. Get Great Tusk in here immediately. Welcome to the show, my friend. Get you going immediately. But yeah, slaps him right into like the magma tunnel portal. So all that fighting synergy that he was working on, and boom, automatically in a fire ground with nothing in it. Absolutely nothing. And then his unique pick, Heracross. Dude freaking got Heracrossed. Give him the old Heracross up. Shell Bell on this thing could be disgusting. Shell Bell on Great Tusk could absolutely be disgusting. Yeah, that's big. Okay, yeah, Great Tusk just shoving through everybody, healing whenever it's colliding. That's not terrible. We don't have the item set up for it yet, though, but we will. So what do I want on that? Something to regenerate... Something to regen its ability power. Or to make it tankier. One of the two. What kind of region are we in? Okay, we did get Artificial and Rock. That's not bad. It needs some more synergies too. This is actually a decent Rock Fairy. Question is the item doesn't help us. Actually, none of these items really does a lot of work. Give me the unknown. I don't want to go Buizel because it's a really good water mod and somebody could pivot to water on us. But the Never Melt Ice doesn't help us at all. So we go with the Floatzel. Floatzel, you're Floatsome, you're gone already. We will pour some points into getting what? We'll get another Ground Mon in there. Get Ground Synergy 4. As we look for more Artificial Steel Mons, right? We would love to get another tool. Their Sneasel jumps the back line. Our pig is bigger than theirs. We get the first wild charge off. We need that thing to be charging wild charges way faster. We just don't have the items for it. I know what you're saying. Throw upgrade on it immediately. You have the items for it. And like, you're not wrong per se. But here's the thing. We kinda want Soldew. And then something to make it bulky. Might even pivot from Big Pig being our main goated tank there. Just to make this thing live long enough to start throwing ability casts out there. So what would I do? I could make it big with King's Rock, give it the Soldew, and then it's throwing hands, right? Yeah. You know what? I think I gotta pivot away from Big Pig. I'm sorry, Big Pig. I love having you on the squad, but we're not building ice synergy. This has got to get bigger with a quickness. And then... yeah, then we soul do it as well. And now it should be healing for days off of everything that it's doing. Does Geodude come back in? I think it does, just to help us dig. I think Geodude comes back in. You know what? I will move my rear line a little bit closer into this, just to give him a little bit more survivability. Okay. Yeah, we're throwing hands now. Now, Mamoswine is piercing through everything. Yeah, it's starting to get set up. Only problem is that we're not scaling quite as much as I would like against something like that Wug Trio. Yeah, that thing's doing a lot too, because it's got the muscle band. Digging up trash, huh? We need to get artificial on lock. Okay, Reverum. That is damage on the field already. What do we throw items onto? Throw this onto Go Lurk at the moment. I know you're not Go Lurking just yet. Yeah, we'll try to draw some aggro away from Great Tusk until it can get set up. Would be better to have a few different things on it, but right now we don't really got a choice. Stream quality is good, audio is good. Thank you, thank you. I always appreciate the check-in. Yeah, this is not the item setup that I would want for this mon, like at all. But it is, like, maybe serviceable. That Lapras, everything's got muscle band, man. And they just kicking our tails in to have muscle band active. This thing is fighting too, right? Maybe we should try to get fighting synergy on lock. More field, maybe? Dude, I don't know what we even do here. Do we pivot from ground to fighting is the question. Which we might just do, actually. Maybe the next region we pivot. Because we are in the bottom duos right now. I think maybe we think about pivoting to fighting. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe we think about that. We'll keep steel and artificial. Ground isn't bad. But fighting's better for us here. What do we want for items? Spoon or magnet? We go magnet. Because double magnet gets us the X-ray, which would make somebody go fast, which isn't bad. But then we get Gligar as our ground unit. I don't even know, man. We buy in towards the next level. And then maybe we put you instead of there. Because you're at least a little bit better. Nidoran don't offer us nothing that we don't already have here. Yeah, maybe we just pivot into fighting. We are getting it. Why are we seeing fighting, though? Shouldn't be. Yo, they got rain already set up with the Wingull. That's another dangerous Amon. We are charging through. It's doing work. It just doesn't live in long enough without the muscle band. If we could get muscle band slapped on that thing, that would do it. But we ain't gonna get that. Okay, we do have enough mons to make a pivot here. So what I'm going to do is we're done with ground synergies, I think. And we're going to pivot straight on through. We will add in heavy rock for now. We want to put this in the back. Well, are we out of room? We are not out of room. Yeah, so there goes all that. And then we will throw in Machop and try to get Fighting 4 on lock. This is just better. This is just gonna be better. And Garganacle's just in there because it is a thick friend that is more difficult to KO than the rest of the nonsense that we got there. But Poliwag is encouraging everybody to throw hands, which is better. I mean, Great Tusk is doing damage. We just can't get over the opposing team's healing. Healing and shields are crushing us right now. We could get a level for Clink, which is not terrible. We're done with this. Do we want to add any more Soul Dews to the mix? Or do we go for upgrade on something? You know what? I think we go upgrade. I think we put an upgrade on something to get us some attack speed. That makes some kind of sense. But yeah, this one is not turning out well. Didn't quite get the item setup that I would have liked. Alright, what do we want to do here? I think we can go ahead and replace Garganacl with something, right? We don't really have a fighting unit to throw in there yet. We do have Palmot, but it's not really a frontliner. I guess we get rid of this, we throw Palmot next to you, we throw this in, and we can put this in. At least we got one dugout row, which is something. it's really not what we want to see here at all. Great Tusk is great, but we just don't have the items or the units to really make use out of this thing. Yeah, no, this is a lost full-on type situation. I don't even know what we throw the items on. Do we just slam it something? I mean, we gotta do something, right? I guess we could try to make Quaxley tougher. It's not really anything that we could use there, but we can try. We will build out to try to get another Mon in really fast. Let's get 2 Mons in. Who do we want to bring? Bring Palmot, bring Torchic. Oshawott actually would have been the right choice there. Yeah, Oshawott was the right choice, because Samurott is crazy strong. But flipping through it too fast. Okay, do we manage to get through the Naganadel? I mean, Great Tusk did work, but no. No, it's got that Seviper damage boost. Nope, that is a quick loss. Superior is on full Evo, though, right? So I guess this can go, like, instead of where the Aaron is. That does something. Throw in... What else do we throw in here? Torchic? For what, though? Nothing. It don't help us at all. I guess it can come in instead of the Reverum, and we can get rid of that to get Fighting 6 on lock. And that's at least something, right? We are level 8. We did slam all the way to that. We got an evolution for that thing. We'll bring this down one and see if we can't make, like, something happen, right? No point in preserving funds now because we are way far behind. Another Quaxley. Come on, show me Quackable somewhere. We will take this. Didn't get to lock in the Ditto, unfortunate. We will get Machoke. We got some things. We might be able to pull this away with enough Evos, right? Maybe. Maybe we can make something happen. It's not quite over yet. We did get a couple of good evolutions right off the bat. Our item situation's not great. Zacian is good. Keldeo is better for us. Now, Keldeo or Cabalion is the question. Or do we go Iron Valiant? I've had some really good games with Iron Valiant, but they were Fighting Fairy synergy. Do we have anything that gives us Aquatic? It doesn't. We do have Steel. Potentially. I don't even know. But Iron Valiant's also artificial, which helps us, right? This comes in instead of what? Or it just goes in the back now. Now, what are our options? Reaper Cloth or Razor Fang or Upgrade? We go for the upgrade and we throw that directly on Iron Valiant and we forget about it. As a matter of fact, I would like to sell the Quaxley, but we don't have the time. Because I could sell the Quaxley and switch its items over. Yeah. Which I might just do. Let's see, the Iron Bundle from that dude is going off hard. Just throwing out, yeah. No items, no synergies going. I don't even know if this thing can KO that. It does not. We just iced out. Alright, well that was bottom tier. Absolutely destroyed. Rough stuff. Well, I didn't get the items that I was looking for, and that really hurt us. Really, really bad. Okay, well yeah, that sucked. Yeah, that sucked majorly. But like I said, still new, still very, very crusty at it, but I'm not sure what I could have done. I guess with that initial item setup, I should have just waited, right? Should have just waited to see if I could throw Muscle Band on that thing. Everybody else and their mother went on Muscle Band. And I hear people like, I hear people online talk about how Muscle Band is a noob trap item, but it certainly seems to work. Also, I hear them say Stardust is bad, but I've seen Stardust carry full-on victories. I guess it depends on who you got throwing the move, right? And I like how I'm down to 930 and they're going to put me in an average ELO game of 1030. Yeah, it does that. It does that to players. It picks one low player in order to balance it out and then just throws everybody else in the higher tiers at you, which is just obnoxious. All right, let's see if we can't bring this back a little bit. All right, what are we going to play? Let's find out what portals we get. If we can get something generous here. Yeah, but artificial is hard unless you're going... Like you saw, the Iron Valiant is great if you're running artificial fairy. If you can fit in like fairy, steel, artificial, you can make that work for sure. But it's a little bit tougher because fairy's just the meta right now. Fairy is the best typing in the game. Usually, yes. Usually, yes, Trixie Bunny. You are correct, but, you know, on a fighting team, when you've got, like, if you can get Quackable or Samurai on lock, you can actually make some crazy stuff happen with Muscle Band and Stardust. We will go Ghost, because I ain't afraid of no Ghost. But yeah, I just watched a dude plow through with Samurai, absolutely annihilate a Primal Groudon team. So, sheesh. Black Glasses could go into any number of crit builds, right? What am I looking for? Ghost does pretty good with crit, especially if our Ghost ends up being Flutter Mane. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw that, and then I need to decide if I'm holding on to any of this, which I don't think I am, but Aquatic 2's not bad early. So this actually ain't bad. The rest of this is just garbage. Alright, I'm watching. Yeah. Well, a lot of people abandon the Eevee early, even if they get the Eevee portal. Let's see. Well, we do get Aquatic on lock automatically. I don't even know what I want to play here. I guess I'm getting no ghosts. What's good early? I guess Lillipup and Field is not bad early. I'll just pick up something early game so that we round out the team, right? I guess we're starting a water build already, though Horsey's not terrible. That's Dragon 2 on lock. Not keeping it, but it's something. Okay, so we could go... We already have a spoon, right? No, we got double Black Glasses, which on its own is not bad. Never Melt Ice. I only am gonna realistically need one of them, right? Yeah, realistically, I only need one in the game in order to get, like, a Shell Bell or something. So, might as well pick it up now. It's because Freestone. Yeah. I mean, you can get the stone, and sure, that can help certain synergies, but we got double ice. Not exactly what I wanted to see. Everybody's swarming. Maybe I can pick up the water. Did not get it. Instead, I'm stuck with more ice. Just pushed out of the way by Jigglypuff. Well, at least that's like an AV plus something that I could do, right? So if I'm building something bulky, I can make AV here, which I'm not against. We do finally see one ghost, thank goodness. I ain't really worried about winning this first match. We have nothing going for us, so at the very least we can start stacking ourselves for a future portal maybe to show up. Yeah, I'm afraid to slam it down on something early, though, because we really got no sort of synergy set up. I went to a ghost portal and I got water. So we'll start off. We're not trying to contest for the win streak right now. Definitely not with this hand. Man, yeah, I mean, what else am I going to use this on, right? Realistically, loaded dice actually is not bad either, so maybe there's a couple of things we could do with this. Yeah, this magnet is loaded dice. Wide lens can be silly too, though. Do we want the charcoal? I mean, we're not going to go for anything with red orb, but this is a shell bell, right? Yeah, this is a shell bell. Why do they keep throwing water at me? Everything and its cousin is just water all the way down. You know what? You want water so bad? Fine. We'll go water. And then we need to set up our back line. Fine. Our tank is crabby. And we're going water. There you go, game. Are you happy now? Are you happy? You made me take the freaking crabby. Aw, man. Yo, now baby team. Okay, so they're going for something late game. Oh boy, that's... I don't know whether that's good or scary. It breaks our loss streak, so it's not good for us financially, but, again, nothing. I can't justify tanking our economy in order to boost up a level to search. It just keeps throwing water at me. You know what? You know what, game? We already got Water 3 synergy. We don't need... But Meryl could be decent early game, even though it's not in the synergy that we're looking for, right? Might as well hit it. It doesn't cost us any interest to do. So we'll go ahead and leave it the way it is. But absolutely, Trixie, any advice you want to throw out, I am more than happy to learn at all times. I mean, I've been reading a lot, I've been watching a lot, and it ain't made a lick of difference. Alright, let's see here. We do get Litwick again. I'd really like to lean into the Ghost rather than Fire Synergy. Even Illumination would be better than going for Fire Synergy here. We'll sell this to get ourselves back up to 40 for interest. How many more? We got one more fight before we get a draft pick. So, we'll see what the draft pick has for us. I might actually wanna... Nah. I was gonna swap out to try to guarantee the Ghost Portal a little bit better, but I don't think it's even worth it. The Water 3 synergy at least is maybe generating a free mon for us, so that's economy, right? Yeah, that's economy. We ain't definitely doing a Magikarp build. This thing can go straight to the Shadow Zone. I'm never building that up. Not with this. Okay, so we got a draft pick. Bug. They're pushing us fighting again. The stone doesn't really help us. I got nothing that's gonna use that. I can't go more ice. I don't want to give him a strong fighting type to the pool, but I honestly don't really got a shot. Where were you last game, Riolu? Alright, what do we even want to do here? We actually kind of got Babymon started, right? We could, since we're getting beat down anyway, let's go Babymons. Right? Why not? We ain't winning this, so might as well pivot to Baby. It makes a certain kind of sense. Maybe we get really, really lucky, get a Game 1 egg. Maybe. Hey, it could happen. Show me Egbert. No, no Egberts. We did? Maybe, are we in a baby region? Why are there so many babies? Yeah, we're high enough where we can maybe try to find something for Gyarados. Don't have a lot of prep time. Don't care about this. Do I care about the Horsey? Don't. We'll go for the double Chespin, and we gotta get something going. Lampent, you're good enough. Chespin, you're tanking. Riolu, you're in there for some awful reason. And then we will do this, and then get little this in. Hopefully it's enough with Chandelure just throwing hands at people to get us through. It's gonna be close though. Okay, yeah, we got it. We were able to just barely scrape by. Okay. And Shell, our scale. Man, they're throwing defense at us every which way. I don't even know what the heck I do with all this. Okay, what portals are there? Do we got any sort of... Is there no ghost at all? There is no ghost. We ain't afraid of no ghost. Water fighting it is. We'll just pick up the Krabby for goodness sake. I guess we're going water fighting. I guess that's... the game has decided for me what I was doing. Yeah, ain't afraid of no ghost, huh? Love Disc is whatever. The Basculins? I could do that. Let's, see if it'll let me sell that. You know what? Let's go with the Basculins. This gets us early synergy towards fighting. We'll slap that in there. We'll slap in that in there. Yeah. Wild. Oh, that's water wild, not water fighting. Now what? We are in a watery zone, right? So this no longer is helpful. We can put Horsey in, and we can level up a little bit here. And we'll go down to there. Probably aren't in a shape where we can win nothing, but I think it's time to start slamming items, though. Alright, what do the Wonder Twins here even do? I guess, off the bat, since I have, like, no offensive options, right? I mean, this is an option to throw on something, but I don't have an AD carry, right? Oh, we got the Poliwhirl off the bat, that's nice. Clamperl's, like, fine, and it does get us Mystic Water, which I'm not upset to see. Poliwhirl, Clamperl. Alright, we gotta start building some folks up, so... Alright, first off, Wonder Box, since we're in a pinch and we have no idea what's good for us. Then we'll build the other one kinda tanky. That's Sticky Barb. That's the Pokédoll, it's not terrible. We will just slap the AV on this one and see what happens. Shiny Charm is really good. You know what? This one's going to be our defensive pivot, the other one. And of course, it takes away my pick. Thank you! But yeah, at least we'll have the defensive items built for something. I'm over here rocking 2 freaking fish, and this dude's got Iron Hands. I'm telling you, my luck is awful. Alright, let's see what we can do here. And, remember, we're in a water aquatic board. You see any water aquatics here? You see one? No. No, you don't. They say fish only. We got Kingler somehow. Okay. Sure. Do I go for the surfboard for potential water synergy on something that's an off pick? And you know what? I think I do. I think that's the play here, to get something on board that would otherwise not be a Watermon. And there are some good aquatics that are not water that we could actually do. I think that's worth it. And then we will buy into another level. Let's see what happens. They're just throwing Magikarps at me. Alright, get that thing out of here. You know, we could make Lampent a water type. You know what? The game's being silly with us. Lampent, you're a fish now. You are a freaking fish. That's what you are. Congratulations on your promotion to Fishhood. This thing gets built bulky. And then, what do we got? We got... The Max Revive is interesting. I've heard people say it's the best item in the game. It's like a real big press F to doubt, though. Alright, we got Frontline Kingler. What's your ability power look like? Because we know you've got some attack damage. Rip the target with a powerful pin. We gotta win. 4 seconds. User gains 100% of the target's defense and special defense, and both of them are locked. Yo, Kingler actually locking down somebody and doing that could be kind of nasty. It's like it's low-key a caster. Yo, Kingler I've been sleeping on. That thing's actually not terrible. Okay, we want to get rid of that. They're just fishing carps up. We're never really gonna make Chespin work for us. We'd rather have Quaxley if we're gonna have a fighting type in the ring. Let's just get down here, and I am gonna roll down to 40 to try to find something. Clobbopus ain't bad. Quaxley is what we're looking for. We'll roll once more. I can't justify the Ludicolo. We can justify taking this for one, and then I can lock in one more reroll, and we get a Ditto. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that up immediately. Don't care much about the Mudkip. Yo, actually, Bulky Bass is bringing it back. Thank you, Electric Eli. I've been watching your videos and trying to brush up on learning, and it has been a slog, but I have been learning somewhat. Yo, this is... Shelder's not a bad mon. Do I care enough to buy it is the question. You know what? We're gonna save our money for one more turn. We don't buy on PvE turns. Alright, let's see what your boy Kingler can do. A lucky lock on something, and Kingler could actually make the difference later. Okay, we did get water. That's not bad. Or we got the option to have water. What do we want here? Do we want to go charcoal crit stuff? It does give us that. That doesn't really help us that much. In the heart scale, doesn't do much. You know what? We will go for Mystic Water. Maybe we get something to go with it. Alright, what are we doing here? We can't just keep rolling for nothing, right? You know what? I commit to these two. We're probably not getting Meryl at this point, so I can toss those away. I mean, this is working for now. We will put another point in. We'll get another level next turn, and then we gotta figure out what we're throwing in there. Like, I wouldn't be against having a Huntail on the team, right? Bulky Bass is giving us a lot of time, but we just don't have a carry yet. Well, yeah, I'm trying. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am attempting. I got a lot of a learning curve to go. But, I am attempting. Let's see what we got here. Piplup's interesting here. Piplup Shelter makes up an ice core with water, which might actually be decent here. And we do got the slot for it, right? So if we throw in the Piplup and the Shelter here, that's not the mom we wanted substituted out. What the heck? I was hovered over. Whatever. Game, you do you. I'm done. I'm over arguing with you. Heckin' game, dude. Heckin' game. You did see the hand. I gotta go to bed. Have a good night or day, wherever you may be. No, I'm at night too. I'm at midnight. Oh, by the way, Eli, before you go, that big exam that I've been talking about studying for, I managed to pass it. 92%, and I'm officially certified by the American Environmental Protection Agency. Alright, what do we want here? Maybe a soul gem wouldn't be a bad get. Get something casting, right? At the very least, get something casting. Or do I save the spoon and hope that I can get, No, I think... Upgrade Manatee Egg would just be better. That's the question. Yeah! Thank you very much, Garfield. I appreciate it. Yeah, I studied like a freaking monster for that. Don't care about Feebas. Do care about Wishy Washy. Would like to get up there and get that thing going. So this can go. This is back in. Do I care about making any of this better? I don't. I will pour some points into levels, and then we'll roll with the last of it and see what we can manage to grab. Another Horsey. Totodile ain't terrible for synergy purposes, right? Or we could get Kingdra on lock, but I'm not sure that we're going to make it to Kingdra. You know what? I think Totodile's the better call here. I absolutely do. And then we can get rid of Horsey, we can get rid of that. I don't think we're making Clobberpuss happen, are we? No, we're leaning away from fighting here. No. We are not doing it. Alright, I think I take the time to try to roll down a couple of things. Another Quaxly. If we do get Quaxly, I will bring that in. Show me. Oh, we got the boy. This boy gets slammed. Okay, where do we put you, though? We don't really want to get rid of Kingler. You know what? Shelter, you ain't doing enough. And it locks me up. But whatever. We can give you the Soul Gem. That's really good on Drizzile, because that thing can carry a game from behind like nobody's business. We just got to keep it alive long enough. Frontline does appear to hold roughly. It's just, we don't really have the rear line for it yet. What do I sell here? You know what? We're not making that work anytime soon. I will try to do this and then get rid of some of all this. Maybe we get a Shelter pick. Didn't happen, but we do got this dude. Okay, you go in there. Just over the Piplup. This thing seems better in general if we can get it to Cloyster. Which, you know, I will extend a little beyond my means here in order to get this thing back onto the field and get an open slot. Okay. Maybe we get lucky and we roll the other Shelter. Maybe we get lucky. I'm definitely not spending our Ditto on it when I could be using it on the Drizzile. Yep. Ditto's gotta stay for the potential Drizzle. We only got a 5% chance of wrapping it up, so if we get the Ditto... Yo, Lugia targeting my boy there. Okay, the Bass did rank into some good items. Okay, the Magnet is an option. The Scale is also an option. It goes into stuff. We got the Quackable. Now you want to show me ghosts. Now you want to show me ghosts. This is Water Ice Portal. That's fine. You know what? We will pick up the other Shelter here. Here and now. Let's hope our Legend is decent enough to get us through. We got Palkia. We got freaking Palkia. We got our choice between Palkia and Suicune. You go Palkia every single time. Alright, so Piplup, really enjoyed having you on the team. You were a great dude, really fun, really nice. I liked the way that you got out of the way and let somebody way more powerful come in and do their thing. That was really cool of you. Gracidia Flower, Punching Glove, Loaded Dice. Give that over, and then Sticky Barb does nothing, Flame Orb does nothing. Exchange Ticket. I could exchange one of these components, but what would I even be looking for? I guess a good crit item wouldn't be bad. Or we could maybe... So, do I go for, like, trying to make Palkia survive with, like, a King's Rock? Or do I want to try to chance something? Yeah, that Pupitar is just eating and getting huge. Why are you getting so big? Monster. That's why you're getting crazy. It's because you're full monster synergy. That's why this thing is nuts. Yeah. Well, didn't get dead last this time, but didn't get the chance to make things pop off. Yo, you go to the Ghost Portal, you get fish. You go to the Fish Portal, you get ghosts. That's how you do. That's how you do. I didn't know the meta. I didn't know that was how the meta went. Ignore what's happening in the chat. Not the Twitch chat. Ignore what's happening in the game chat, because people are going off right now. Oh my gosh. People are nuts. You gotta love it. Alright, so, yeah, that was not a successful pivot. What did we learn during that one? Well, one, I learned that Palkia can't bring you back from a nosedive. That's quite that bad. And that I need a super hyper something offense. Every game that I've seen wins has something super early that can carry the items for offense. Either that or they go baby and actually get something that works in their synergy. Like, you go baby and then all of a sudden you got a fighting synergy and your Tepig's and Emboar and then you're rocking freaking all sorts of things. Also, does Buzzwole's ability bulk up actually work? Because I'm feeling like I've played it a couple of times and it doesn't appear to get strong like very fast at all. Field. We don't play field very often, do we? You know what? We play field. Maybe we get lucky and we get good field. We'll try it. Squirtle is a field. We got Eevee, which is field already, but it's not. Yeah, we go Eevee. Yeah. We go Eevee. And then, what else? I mean, this is normal too, right? So we can at least start with normal and then work our way into field. Now, what synergizes with field? Let's go ahead and take a little peek here. I know I've seen it before, but what works with field? Field plus fire seems silly, because I know Heatmore is good. Entei's bad, though. But Heatmore is real good, and Camerupt is just a monster. So that's an option. There ain't really much here. What else could we come up with? Fighting could also show up, and Ice could show up. Ain't none of what we got in the pool right now, though. So we let it ride. We let it ride and see what happens. Yo, don't let this be another game where I just get absolutely staticked into oblivion. Although we did get the ice already. This is a potential Shell Bell right off the bat, or crit items. This seems like the least bricky thing that we could get at the moment. That's field. That's field on lock. Alright. Now we just need one more field mon. But now this will do. Maybe in the next rotation. We don't roll during PvE. I've heard that a lot. Heard that many times. I could buy some stuff in the background. I mean, we do have Zubat, right? Might as well bring us down to 10. If we get it, then we get Golbat. It doesn't help our synergies any. Yo, we got that boy, Lillipup. We got that fella, though. What do we do? I guess here we pick up the water, right? Potentially building towards a caster build. Okay. Now, question is, what do we do with this whole mess? You know what? I will level into it to put Lillipup on the field. And ironically enough, we kind of want everybody else to get rocked their socks off before Lillipup does its thing. Now, we got the silk scarves. I made the mistake of forgetting that you could... they combine into a silk scarf doesn't give you the normal synergy. It's a silk scarf plus a rock. And oh man, I paid for that dearly. Did I pay for that dearly? The one good thing about this game is that when you make a mistake, it lets you know immediately by shoving your face directly into it. Okay, what do we got? We got normal synergy again. Are we gonna maybe play normal field? What is the least offensive thing here? Like, what am I gonna pay for the least for having? I wonder. But if I do that, then I'm locked into it. I'm sorry if I give somebody a very strong unit, but I can't afford to not take it. Spheal, though, you don't do much for me here. We do sell a Zubat in order to get some sort of money back. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, they're building Fire Dragon. Well, mostly just Dragon. That Charmeleon's just their carry at the moment. Okay, Eevee is living for a long time, but we just don't have the carry yet to be able to deal with that thing. That's going to be a really dangerous team later, but I have a feeling the other guys are going to be able to deal with it pretty easily for now. Given that if we're going for field normal, I don't mind having, like, a caster on deck to do some things. Early, Lillipup is hitting multiple times on its casts, right? Maybe early this isn't terrible. Just to get it casting. And then that's the Razor Claw. We could do something silly and giving a melee mon range actually kind of does work. It actually kind of does. And the wide lens isn't bad for a lot of different field mons. You know what? Maybe we go silly. I think we go silly and we go wide lens. I've seen it work on Quaxley. I think we can make it work here too. Now, what do we got in the pool of mons? We do have Squirtle. Squirtle is field synergy, so we can bring that in. We don't want to go for... Yeah, we want to leave things as is right now because we've got normal and field on lock. Until we can afford to replace something. Because going up one synergy in either category doesn't particularly help us. Okay, we got a little early game shield. Yeah, Pikachu is dangerous early, as is Flappy. We got through it, but 2 Flappies, huh? Okay, we got Zubat, we got Squirtle. Watchog has Illumination, gives us another stone. We don't necessarily need that. Magnet is kind of an A-class pick, even though we're not going water. I don't know if anybody else is. No, it doesn't appear. They are going dragon. They're not going water. They don't care. So yeah, Clauncher was the right pick there. And then we can just go ahead and toss it into the wind. You know, we do have a little money. I will reroll once to see if we get anything. We did not. Unfortunate. I'm not going to get greedy and try to reroll again. Not going to do it. But yeah, we could make something a normal type. If we wanted to abandon the whole Eevee play. Eevee's not bad, though. Eevee's not bad. What does this do? The Punching Glove? Punching Glove is like... fine if you have a rapid casting AD carry. Like, I can imagine early Infernape is probably not bad with that. But that ain't who we got right now. Mareep is indeed field. Yeah, this is fine-ish. Fine-esque. But we got no evolutions on dock right now, which is not helping us at all. Can I afford to sell anything? Nothing that would get us all the way up to the threshold for interest, though. So there's really no point in selling. Yeah. Does this beat Gyarados? Don't know. We'll find out. Okay, Lillipup lines itself up quite nicely with Gyarados so that it can get blasted by the first big bubble beam. Okay, yeah, I think, Lillipup is becoming an Annihilate there. Oh no, who's it? Not Annihilate, King Gambit. King Gambit boosting for everybody that's KO'd. This is fine. We'll take that. We want a field portal. We do have one. We have 2 different field portals. Yo, Drapey, get out of my way. Drapey! Did you see him? Yo, we were neck and neck. He slammed his face directly into mine. Top velocity. Maximum arrogance. Yo, that Dreepy's got it out for me. You saw the look in his eye. I saw it too. We were there for it. Tauros is nice. And it's kind of what we're looking for. Now the question is, who gets the Das Boot? Yo, Squirtle, I know we were close to being friends, but like, sorry, not sorry. Goodbye, my friend. Good night, sweet prince. We pour 1 point into this. What are we up against next? Jeez. I don't think I can justify spending just yet, but what I can justify doing is maybe getting some items going, right? That builds what? The Mach Ribbon? Mach Ribbon on Tauros seems silly. That thing lives forever. I mean, it's not combat breed, but still. Yeah. If we make this thing bulky, Tauros will win games on its own. Yeah, it's clearing through. Didn't live quite long enough. If we can get Lillipup on the docket too. But yeah, light team, gone. Made light work of them. Okay, what do we got? Pseudo-Wudo, huh? I mean, you don't help nothing. But are you better? The magnet just offers so much utility. Get out of here, Pseudo. Pseudo woulda coulda. That's what they tell me. Okay, we do have another slot open. Yo, Pseudo-Wudo came back for revenge. Look at him, the way he's looking at me. Look at the way Pseudo-Wudo's looking at me. That is accusation in his eyes right there. Yo, Sandstorm with the Hippowdon? Maybe? Question mark? Possibility? Exclamation point? Asterisk? Ampersand? Alright, alright. Yeah. Yeah, this could work. Tauros doing its Taurosian things. Honedge ain't got the edge for us yet. Yo, Honedge thought he was an edge lord. Yo, you are at best like an edge guy. At best, edge fella. Citadel is interesting. But I'm not sure that's the field mon that I'm looking for here. I will buy it just to make sure we got it on lock. Don't stick me with more ice. At least give me like glasses or something so I can build a crit item. Yo, 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 hello, friendos. Thank you. Yeah, at least we can build something now. What are our options? Gracidia Flower, Punching Glove. Those are whatever, and this is... yeah. Alright, now we got options. We can Razor Fang, Razor Claw. I mean, Razor Claw on this thing would be amazing too. To make all those crit and like loaded dice, but it's just not gonna scale if I do that. Do I care? Do I care? It doesn't get... does it get shield off of anything? It does get shield. If we could get scope lens, what would we need for the lens? Scope lens is this plus Mystic Water. It's none of what we got. We could make a mon that was really devastating with that. At the moment, though. At the moment, it's gonna be hard to cleave through anything. Also, can we just talk about the distinct lack of levels on Lillipup here? We gotta do something, right? I guess we could pivot Lillipup into making this thing like a ranged caster. It gets Protect though, and then Reflect and Magic Bounce. We kind of want this thing to be able to charge in, because it's frontline. I don't even know, man. I think I gotta wait for one more item to make a decision. This, we can go ahead and buy into levels, which I will do. You know what? I will go in order to get... I was gonna say in order to get Citadel on the field. Always happens to me. Yeah, the Mach Ribbon is definitely good on Tauros. I just don't know what else we can do. I know that Hurdy-Gurdy in the background, Hurdy-er there, would not be a bad mon if we could get levels for it. But for some reason, we cannot find it. Just not finding field at all, really. Got a good mon for it. But, alas, no field. It's gonna make us roll for it. We do have another Silk Scarf, though. Black Belt. Critical attacks provide 33%. as shield. That could be amazing. We just need one more black glasses then. One more black glasses would set us up, right? That would do it. That would absolutely heckin' do it. Alright, Hippopotas. You were just mainlining there. Yeah, that could do. That could absolutely do. They do have the normal synergy on level 5. Yo, Tauros is zooming around. Whipping. Yo, Globus, how you doing? Okay, let's see what we got here. Sacred Ash. Resurrection is so good here. But the Repeat Ball might give Tauros the survivability that it needs. Gain 1 speed. I mean, it's not bad. But I'd rather maybe have it on the Legendary. But if I get it now, then every reroll is gonna matter. Oh, man. You know what? Tauros is probably gonna be our mainliner no matter what, so... Even if we get the Legendary, it's gonna be stacked for damage. Probably gonna give it Lillipups items, so... Yeah, this kind of makes sense. Now the question is... What do we do with the rest of this nonsense? Normal 5 does work. We'll see what happens. Tauros is getting wound up, but then again, so is that freaking... meta freaking bot there. What are you, Boomerang Kuwanger? Freaking Heracross, stacked up with healing items. Yeah, he's got the item play down pat right now. I think we just invest in levels and hope that maybe we can hit field 6, which wouldn't be terrible. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. We do not get the plays easily. Whismer is a rare. We could sub it out for a Hippowdon if we could get it, but we don't have any sound to back it up is the problem. No. I'm gonna have to roll after we hit level 8. If we make it that long. Mareep's hitting Zaps. Raichu is built with survivability in mind with the Resurrect. Alright. But yeah, we're gonna need to roll. In order to get Tauros up anyway, we need to roll. It will get progressively stronger. Yeah, Repeat Ball is amazing. I just gotta try to make this work somehow. Alright, Psychic Field is whatever. Togetic might not be bad. Just as a good mon to have shielding somebody. What do we want to do here? Maybe another... Charcoal would get us Red Orb, right? That would get us Upgrade, which could be good on a Legendary. If we're going to be giving it Lillipup's item setup, then yeah, actually Upgrade makes a lot of sense. And we will slam that on Lillipup for the time being, but we really want to save that for our Legend. Okay, Lillipup, you're going to wind up and just be crazy after a while. Now... do we rush down 52 in order to put something in order to get, like... Because that's field, right? That would get us another level of field. You know what? I will rush it down just a little bit here in order to put Citadel in. And it's field 6, normal 5. It's not bad. Could be better, but it's not as bad as it could be. We got Rage now. Yeah. Okay, hopefully that allows somebody to do something, but I don't think we're getting through. What is going on with that Spiritomb? Yeah, there it is. There's that freaking Stardust. Yeah, absolutely just goes crazy with Stardust. I'm telling you, people sleep on that item. It's actually really good. We could go with Purloin to try to get Dark, or the next level of Field. I'm not even sure it's worth it because we're not hitting field until 9, right? We really don't have much in the way for it, so we gotta... Although this is normal, right? And this thing gets... It makes itself a real nuisance. Yeah, we will buy that. Yeah. Persian, if it was allowed to cast, would do some annoying things to the opposing team. Tauros is trying to go off, is not gonna get it. Yo, I don't know if we make it to the next one. I would love to make it to Legendary, because I feel like we could turn it around. We have the items, we just don't have the mons for it. Yeah, they sleep on Stardust. I have seen Stardust carry more players in videos online than I can count. Stardust goes crazy. It's absolutely just, it's heals for days. Citadel, maybe Cititan. We got 2 Dittos off the bat. We could choose who we want to do something with now. That's something. We don't really care about Cyndaquil anymore, right? No, we do not. We do not care about Cyndaquil no more. We know we win this particular... We got another Ditto. We got a trio of Ditto. Question is, who do I make stupid? And the answer is probably that Oshawott. The answer is probably Oshawott. And then we want to power that thing up, because this thing will actually carry. That does Lillipupp's job. I'm sorry, Lillipup, you've got the good synergies, but I'm okay with dropping down a normal synergy in order to deal with this. Tauros is going off. You do you, Tauros, my friend. Alright, Tauros did its thing, and we got some good stuff in the back here. Alright, field portals. Field portals. We got 1, and we gotta hit it. Okay, let's see what we get. Early on, I was seeing people say that it was like even some top players, like a WEP, I think it was, saying that it was an early game noob trap. So either he didn't know what he was talking about, or it just doesn't fit his lifestyle there. Jeez, I know Okidogi's insane, but we don't have the synergies for it. We could go Gigas. Target is crushed with great force. PP bar is full, gains 30 speed and 10 attack. Do we go Gigas or Entei? I know Gigas is not great, but Entei is even not greater. I think we have to go Gigas. I think we have to go freaking Gigas. At least this will let it attack at a distance. Yeah, this lets it attack at a distance and hopefully get set up before it goes off. Maybe. Yeah, I agree, Galubus. I could not agree more. Yo, this thing takes so long to charge up, though. But having it in the back means that once it starts going off, hopefully it'll do something. Nah, it ain't living long enough. Gigas is not living long enough to do nothing. Yep, unfortunate. You need, like, what would you need in order to make Regigigas work? In top tier, it's a very different story. I don't know. I've seen it mess up some top players. I guess it depends on if you can get something that can rapid cast it, right? Like, if you got something that can just cast over and over again and get infinite shield in order to work on something, you know? Because, yeah, I mean, if the rest of the field isn't expecting it and you, like, do a pivot in order to get poison on the field and you're just letting your Envenomation crew live forever, that could be a... Yeah, normal 9. Yeah. Man. I'm surprised they aren't averaging the ELO to like 1 billion in order to throw me in with freaking crazy people, man. The ELO balancing. The ELO balancing in this game is just tilting. Yeah, normal 9, real good. Yeah, in order to make Gigas work. I gotcha. And you ain't gonna have normal 9 by that point in the game. I don't even know how you would get Gigas to the point where it would work. I mean, it's cool in principle, but even when it's stacked up, right? By the time that thing comes off a cooldown in order to be stacked up to bits, like, what's it even do then, right? By that point, everything else is already maxed and relaxed up to the point where that thing's outdated. Right? Because by the time that thing is on deck, the rest of your team has been KO'd. Carnivine's eaten every one of your Pokemon. It's hitting for 8 billion damage, has 3,000 heals every time it taps something on the shoulder. And Gigas comes in, big boy looking to do fighting, and just instantly Thanos snapped out of existence. Carnivine just goes up to Gigas, looks directly at him in the eyes, looks up at him, actually, because Gigas is the size of a mountain, looks up at him and says, I am inevitable. Snap! And Gigas is just poofed out of existence. Ah, man. J-Rog here, our boy connecting from the International Space Station. Say hello to our friend here at the 800 ELO. Not knocking on his ELO, absolutely not, because I have been tossed around like nobody's business. But that connection speed though, going through dial-up, from what I can tell. Love to see it. Actually, it's not dial-up. It's two plastic cups and some string. Got it hooked up to a 1990s modem. Oh, there it goes. It got a data packet. Sending one back to the server now. You know, it's a give and take. All digital stuff, it's a give and take. And right now, J-Rog is actively loading the data packet onto a USB so we can walk it down the street to deliver it. Yeah, tanky items makes it survive, but like I said, the problem is that it's waiting so long to cast. Like, what is to make he's downloading each bit, that's right. He's recompiling it in real time. Every last digit this dude is doing. The bro puts in the work to play this game, man. ELO be damned, our boy is trying. He's sweating. You seen the Keanu Reeves meme where he's, or not Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, where he's slapping the keyboard at maximum velocity? He ain't got nothing on this dude. Absolutely nothing. Okay, we got Amorph early. Amorph early is interesting. Rock Steel also interesting. You know what? I like the idea of Illumination Ghost. That should be extra weighted towards getting Shandy up and going, right? And Ghost is good. People hate that you play Ghost, which is why I'm gonna play it. Now, I've seen Cursula be incredible on Ghost. I've seen, you know, we will get the fire synergy off the bat. Might as well, why not? And you know what? Just as a backup plan, we load dragons in the back, just in case. Absolutely load the dragons, just in case. But besides this game, what do you play, Glubus? What kind of things are in your library? What do we do here? Like, none of this. None of this is worth taking at all. We could pivot water dragons if things go really, really bad. I like Ghost Light, but water dragons also absolutely works. Okay. The finals. You mean you're in a tournament in this game, or you mean is there a game called The Finals that was released? I've been so out of it studying and working that I don't even know what is real anymore. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Spoon is the least brickable item, so we take Spoon early. And then we've got some options here. Would love to make Ye Old Rocky. That wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't turn down a Rocky helmet. It's a game called The Finals. Crazy first-person shooter. Okay. Well, we got our soul to unlock. We do have potential. There may be dragons. Let's see. A magnet would not be a bad get. Let's see if anybody else picks that up before we get the chance to. We do get the mag. Nobody wanted it, but we do take it. That's some more options opened up for us there. Good old Maggie. Is it worth rolling down one to see if we get anything? And the answer to that is I'm going to say resoundingly no. I think I'm okay with taking an early game beating here. Let's just put Sliggoo up here, give ourselves a chance. Charmy, you do what you can do. Try to slow down whatever's going to come at us. Supersonic speed, but I'm pretty sure we're dusted. Yeah, well, tell me about it. What's the game like? I know Marathon got released not that long ago, and people like were super mixed on that. So what's your FPS like? Like, is it a hero shooter type situation? I know those have been crazy popular. Alright, that went about as expected. We could go for the fire synergies here, actually. You know, I'm not against fire synergy. It's not that great, but it's also not that bad. I do not hate a good fire synergy. You know, early, since we know we've got casters, since we know we're gonna have casters on Ghost, this makes sense. We got a Fossil Stone, which doesn't really do anything for us. We got Muscle Band, potentially too. I don't know whether we want to go Muscle Band on something in like Shell Bell and make something crazy, because a lot of fire types do a lot of damage and have no bulk. But we could overcome that with a Shell Bell Muscle Band. Yeah, the Rona. Yeah. I mean, it does do work with Volcarona. You are correct. You know, we could jump in to try to preserve the win, which I will do by throwing Torchic down. That's more firepower. That's fire 2. That's gonna be tough to beat early game. Fire 2 is gonna be a little bit of something. Let's see what we can do with this bad boy. Alright, we're lighting them up. They are burning. This girl is on fire. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they're lit up. Okay, let's see what happens. We got Arkin. If I were going for a rock build, which by the way I very much like playing rock. I'm not good at it. I've seen it work a lot of times, but I like rock. I like rock a lot in this game. It feels like all the rock mons feel really different from each other, if that makes sense. But in a good way, like they gel well. I don't know if that makes sense at all. You kind of just gotta see a varied rock build happen, and everybody's doing something different, but it all kind of works together. Okay, we got these guys munching on our back line. Hard to beat early bug, but they fall off later. So we're looking for like Centiskorch Volcarona, right? That's probably what we want. What do we want with this? Could shore up our defensive options by grabbing Silicobra. Or we could go with the Ghost and pivot to Ghost, which we might do. You know what? We pivot, because this has a potential of showing us Ghost, right? Yeah, we're gonna pivot, because we ain't afraid of no Ghost. Yeah, and then we throw this in instead of Gumi. Gumi, thank you so much. You have been a real friend, a real pal, a real guy, a real so-and-so. But we're pivoting the Ghost here. Now, given that we're pivoting the Ghost, do we care about Piplup or Poliwag? Like, no matter what, Poliwag's okay. But I think, okay. Yeah. That is not great. Our front line collapsed too early. Let's see here. Can we afford to roll down anything? We don't roll on the PvE turns, and I'm pretty sure that this thing will win this. We'll just put it a nice, good distance away while everybody else wails on this dude. Okay, everybody. You see the big water dragon. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not committed yet. I like the idea, though. But we'll see. If I'm going ghost, then I definitely want to get a crit item build going. But again, I'm not going to know until I've seen what my unique is. But Lickwick does do work. If we could get Lampent off the ground. That's an upgrade. So we have option of going crit or going attack speed. Not as nice as the Mock Belt, which goes crazy, but yeah, we got options. Okay, here we go. So what do we want here? We want to get Ghosty Goose. There are a couple of Ghosty Goose, but denying someone monster. Oh, Snorlax is mad. Snorlax is big mad. I'm that guy now. I am that guy now. Oh, I could have taken the other portal, but I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. Oh, he big mad. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry, but I had to do it to you. Okay, we got Gimmighoul. I don't know what this thing does. It relies on your bank, right? Deal 20 of the plate. Ah. Oh, man, Gimmighoul, I'd love to roll down. Brother, I can't even with you. I can't even with you right now. Ah, Charmy, you're gone. Oh, Gimmighoul's making me regret life right now. Gimmighoul making me regret life. Yes, it is. Okay, this thing, what kind of ability power do you got? Gimmighoul is looking for 99 coins in the bank. I gotta save up that much? Dude, kind of, you got a pretty fast attack rate. I guess the ability damage? I mean, you're already powering up your ability damage, right? I don't even know, man. I don't even freaking know. That Iron Bundle is stacked up to bejesus already. Yeah. Everybody's getting that combination. Muscle Band, Upgrade, Shell Bell. Like, what do you even do to delete that thing off of the face of the map before it just KOs everything you've got? Let's see. We go Charcoal. Maybe we're really centralized on the crit build items. Because this thing, I mean, it's not an AD at all, but it could do some. We would need Reaper Cloth, though, in order to make that work. Okay, we don't care about the Stuffle. We will grab you. And then, I guess we just gotta wait for Gimmighoul to do its thing, right? In the meanwhile, if you were spreading damage with Make It Rain... Yeah, if you were spreading damage with Make It Rain, that would be one thing. But you don't make it rain. You don't do nothing. Wide Lens would be interesting on you to be a money farm. That would be interesting. Yeah. Give him Soul Dew and he becomes a money printer. Alright, I'll do it. We'll switch up from the Litwick. We have a Litwick in the back anyway. We will grab the Sinistea, though, while we're waiting. Get Ghost off of the ground, right? And we got another Sinistea off the bat? Sure. Okay, no, we don't want any of that yet. Magnet is interesting. We could have double Soul Dew going, which is why I did take that. Because maybe we don't need to pick. Maybe we can have Soul Dew on 2 mons. Maybe Soul Dew on 2 mons ain't bad. Now, the question is... what else do I want to build onto this thing? So, Soul Dew, we got 2 casters in the back row, right? Probably even want to protect this more than that. because this will follow in the straight line. I really could use glasses though. I just need frontline to be able to tank for this thing. I don't know. We'll try to move Torchic up a little bit and maybe draw a little aggro first so that Gimmighoul can get into better position. So I can actually cast once would be nice. Okay, we got money out of that one. I don't know if we live long enough to get 2 casts. It dodges. Yo, that team got Ultra Instinct. Where do I get Ultra Instinct from? Where I can dodge every hit? Tell me where I can get that from. We've got potentially 99 on lock, right? We just gotta get there. You know what? Torchic, you're gone. Gimmighoul is on deck. Duskull is up, and now we can afford to get some more ghosts on the field. Sinistea comes in. It's got Synesthesia. We got the ability to make someone into a ghost with the spell tag immediately. Yeah, so at the start of each fight. So we want to keep our money reserves high, right? Gimmighoul is gonna make earning money a little bit easier. The ghost stuff is doing work. Balava's gone, but I think the roses are too red for us. It was close though. We're definitely bringing something back online. You know, if it's casting all that much, I think I want to look for another ghost to add, right? There is Go Lurk on lock. You don't want to roll down too much because we want to keep our power fairly high. But so far, nothing. I won't roll down past 90. Come on, show me something. We are in a ghost territory, right? Ghosts are a possibility? Apparently. Can we really not find ghosts? I know I shouldn't be rolling on the PvE turn, but we got the money for it. This is a ghost that we can live with. This is absolutely a ghost that we can live with. Alright, we got a choice of some more items. Let's see here. Magnet synergizes. We'd really rather have like double Mystic Water on deck, right? And we ain't gonna get that, so you know what? We Mystic Water and we see Deep Sea Tooth is great on this dude. We'll make him cast a little bit faster. Muscle Band ain't doing nothing that we care about. What does this do again? This is the Flame Orb. Don't care about that. Now the question is, well, the very first Ultra that we find, we're buying and we're turning it into a friendo. We will make it into a ghost. Yeah, fair and balanced indeed. That's what I like to see. Okay, Gimmighoul is casting, but lots of dodges going both ways. Yo, if Gimmighoul's got the Ultra Instinct, what the heck is going on? Arcanine can probably get ditched for something. Alright, we need Lampent is on deck. That's good. You know what? We rush up to the next level and we look for Honedge to come in, give us Ghost 6. Okay, Ghost 6, Artificial 2, and then yeah, we just need to get somebody going, right? We got very lucky pull on our item. It's just a matter of getting these dudes going. Red Orb is interesting, but we don't necessarily have an AD carry. Yeah. Okay, we're burning through bugs. You like to see that. You got a bug in the back row, though. But it doesn't matter. Okay, we're starting to get legs underneath us. Oh, man. Gimme Ghoul is throwing hands pretty darn well, but honestly, looking at that damage, I can maybe afford to really go down on money quite a bit, because Gimme Ghoul is not doing as much damage as our Lurk is right now. Black Glasses provides more crit support, but we could go with the Rocky Helmet on the big guy, which I think I will do. Just make Golurk unstoppable. Give him the unstoppableness, and that will do me. Make his snoot utterly unboopable. That is the plan. Okay, so first thing, Rocky Helmet. Slam Tasmanian on you. Next up, I think we hold off to see whether the glove is going to be better or not. It's usually not better, but we shall see. I think we can roll down to like... I mean, honestly, we should just go all the way down, because Gimme Ghoul's printing money, but it's not doing damage. And then, I don't even know what I would do. Get the Ferroseed in there or something. Ferroseed, you're up. Take some damage for us. Alright, that gives us... I mean, it does synergize with Steel. It's not really what we're looking for, but it does synergize with Steel. Yeah, Gimme Ghoul. Our Golurk is actually the Goatlurk. There was a typo in the name. You see, that's not Golurk, that is the Goatlurk right there. Okay, I think we let it ride for just a moment, or do we roll to see if we can't find one Ultra of some kind, right? Would not be terrible. Yo, do we make Sobble a freaking ghost? Do we make Sobble a ghost, man? Do we make the Sobble a freaking ghost and just have it plink the background? Do we have anything that we could set up to make Sobble plink the background is the question. What do you think, Lubus? Do we plink with the Sobble? I mean, it's an interesting option. I don't even know how our Golurk does as much as it does, although it's falling off a little bit now. Hone Edge, we do want you. Maybe we hold on to the Sobble for a little while we decide what we're looking for. It's a good question. Do we throw hands with the Sobble? Dude, it would be so silly, but we'd have to try to get this thing online, is the only problem, right? And we still need at least one more ghost. What's our ghost ultra rare look like? I think Dumeyes is a unique. Cubone's whatever. Vivillon. Yeah, we've got Ghastly, right? Ghastly would also be a very good get. Definitely would be worth to throw that dude into the mix. Okay, we got Magnet. That's potentially an attack speed upgrade in a big way for somebody, right? And then this is Shell Bell, so we will go ahead and make that. And then this is attack speed. Okay, where... Oh, our Ghost Portal got taken. But we do got one. We got one. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one. And we will go ahead and get rid of... Oop, no, I don't want none of you. Get out of here. Alright, we got options. Silver Valley, Darkrai. Darkrai is gonna go silly here. Okay, Darkrai. Now, who do we bring in for the Darkrai? Ferroseed, you've been fun. Honestly, it's been great to have you. You've been equal guest. But you can just go into the back line for now. And then this can go on you. And then, yeah, we're looking for an Ultra to throw in. And I don't know whether Sobble is that Ultra or not. What kind of thing are we doing here? We are still in Ghost Region. We could get Ghastly. And we do want to find at least one more Ghost to throw in on the Growlithe slot, right? We gotta look for Ghastly then. It's nice having Fire 2 on lock, but it's not good enough that I care about it. If we got a Fire Ultra, maybe? Oh yeah, we got problems there already. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to decide our pivot now, I think. No real two ways about it. Because we gotta get Ghost 8 going, right? Okay, this is the only Ultra that we've gotten. On Duskull, we buy you. You know what, Sable? Welcome to the crew. You're out, Growlithe. Put you right there. And then we want to spell tag the Sable. That gets us Ghost 8 going. And I'm a little hesitant to roll, but I will roll a Lil. Carbank's interesting, doesn't help us. That Bisharp would have been nice too. Okay, we will go ahead and buy that, dude, just to get Honedge on the payroll. Okay, enemy front line is collapsing, but they are a Flora team, so they don't actually care if their front line collapses as long as they live long enough to do something. Darkride's throwing Dark Voids, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to overcome all that big freaking healing. Yo, Thwacky is healing like there's no tomorrow. He's throwing hands, but I don't think he's big enough to do on his own. Not with Darkrai sleeping him and gaining back HP. Yo, Darkrai actually being a full-on parasite. And we got the tea on board. Yo, spilling the tea. Okay, we ain't out of this yet. But we ain't put out the pasture yet either. He got the Wonder Box. Didn't want that to happen. Jeez, I don't even know what I would want to do here. Alright, you know, we get the attack speed on somebody else. Somebody else too. We make somebody else go fast. Who else wants to go fast? Maybe Golden Goat can cast more if we make it go fast? Yeah, you know what? We make it go fast. Money Printer goes brrr. Money Printer goes brrr. Now, let's see. We got that all up. I think more so Duskalopop. Yo, get him in here. Dusky, my friend. Good to see ya. Alright. We actually got, like, a crew. Yo, do we make Sinistea a fire type in order to get the fire synergy up? I mean, we're not doing anything else with those items, right? That appears to be the case. We are throwing hands. Darkrai is delaying us getting crush carded. Sobble is throwing some hands. Even at level 1, Sobble is throwing hands, right? Okay, fire onto the freaking Sinistea. Go, silly Sinistea. Get fire on ya. Throw some Matcha Gachas on some folks. I know you're not the right ghost variant for that, but, like, believe in yourself. I will roll down to, like, 70 looking for something. 75, 74, 73. Oh man, if we were fighting build. I will lock in the Honedge and buy it next time. Would be great to get Aegislash up and running, but I don't think that's gonna be a possibility before the game is over. We are clawing back victories though. Fortunately, I must go. Goodbye, Globus! Thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate you showing up. It has really been a pleasure. And it's always fun when you show up, so you're always welcome back anytime. Do we just go hard into money in order to make this thing happen? And try to get ourselves another Ghosty Goo friend in? We don't even have another Ghosty Goo to throw in there. We will grab you. Show me another ghost, would you? I just can't find a ghost to save my life. We are really looking for Ghastly, right? Do we just go up in power first and then we worry about finding Ghastly? Okay, we got Blue Orb and Pokénomicon. You know what? True damage on you kind of makes sense. Or do we go with the chain lightning for this thing to stay alive and drain? Darkrai isn't really doing that much damage, so maybe it's better as an interrupt unit. Alright, we pump levels and then try to get a ghost one of these days. Alright, let's see if we can beat Steel. Steel is tough. Dude, I don't even know what's going on right now. I can't even hardly see. Okay, Golden Go is throwing hands. Our Blade is doing work. And with due diligence, we do what we gotta do. That's what I'm talking about. Can we afford to go and... You know what? We go down to this. I know we lose some power on Goldengo, but the main damage dealer is coming in the Darkrai anyway. And we got Golurk fronting for us, so I'm not mad about that. Okay, let's see what happens. Curses are going off, the enemy's getting slowed down. We got a long heal ahead of us to try to get over this dude, though. I don't know if we can beat this. We'll try. Yo, Golurk is goated, though. This guy has been pulling in so much work for us. I think we might have it, though. I think Darkrai, Dark Void, is actually crushing it, VGC style. Okay, we're gonna be able to get another Mon unlock, but we don't have another Ghost. Not like we need one, though, right? We could afford to get any Ultra in there. Alright, we're max level. We need at least one more Mon, right? Do we go for the Boldor for Illumination? We will get the Wide Lens for somebody, right? I guess. Doesn't really help us. Reaper Cloth probably would have been better, but I can exchange ticket that, right? No, I can only recycle ticket it. But yeah, this would give me Illumination, right? Yo, Illumination Studios. What you got for me? And it's on that spot. Do we send Darkrai into the Illumination portal? We make Darkrai an Illuminated Manuscript. That's what we do with Darkrai. Sabel does okay work, so we'll throw him here, but he's not doing as much as the other dudes are. Illuminated Manuscript, let's freaking go. Alright, come on Darkrai, bring us home, friendo. Darkrai is hidden. Dude built in the specs in order to stop spec casting team from doing their thing. And I think he will get us here. He did get us, but it was a good top 4 performance. Not bad. Alright, people. With that, I mean, we made a placement, right? It was okay. We just couldn't keep up with the Steel team. I mean, Togedemaru's decent. The Kartana was decent too. He was just cleaving through very, very well. And then with this thing rocking the dust, yeah, that was always going to be tough. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Oh, and look, we got a new title. We got a Golden Go. And we got Ghost Synergy in the game. I just want to see. Let's pop boosters. I can't even begin to think about letting you guys go without popping boosties. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Open some packs. Shelder. Followed by Gastrodon, Lechonk, Inkay, Esper, Tapu straight up Bulin. Might change to that. I like me some Tapu straight up Bulin though. Okay, and then we open up another boosty. Let's go. Pig Knight, Munchlax. Oh, shiny Ogerpon Heartflame. Yeah, that's going in. I'm definitely switching to that. Huntail, Clink, Rowlet, Pawmi, Dragapult, Wormadang, and Victini. Alright, Ogerpon, my friend, we are switching up the profile. Shadow Lugia has been fun as it can be. Oh, how do we even find this? Let me search for Ogerpon. Will you switch yes, Ogerpon. Is it only gonna give me... Where are the rest of the ogres? Where are the rest of the ogre ponds? Hello? You know what? We just look for him manually. Oh god, we gotta look for him manually. Where is that boy? Maybe I like Lugia. Maybe I'll stay with Lugia. He's gotta be towards the end though, right? Yes, he is. Thank goodness. Happy freaking ogre pond. There we go. Joyous and jolly. Well, like I said, thank you everybody for hanging out. It has been a blast to have everybody hang out while we play a little bit of the Pokemons. I'm thinking tomorrow, since my test is done, maybe I play a game where I don't get my butt cheeks kicked in for once. Maybe a little Pocket Man Unite. I just troll on Pocket Man Unite, maybe throw some Inteleon plays or Decidueye plays, just to make people miserable and regret their lives. You know, to spread the love. So, I will see all of you on the next time that we're spreading the love and the misery on the Hecky Heckin' one and only fresh, never frozen, served to you daily Foxhound Show. Good night, everybody.